Wowee, do I have a lot of explaining to do. It has been a couple weeks. It is it's a couple days before my channel's 5th anniversary. Do you have any ideas? I have ideas. Can I put them into action? No. So I'm gonna have to find something to rule with it, hopefully. But the reason I haven't made videos is because, well, I have been not only insanely busy, but I didn't even have a phone for an entire weekend. Yeah, so basically, a couple Thursdays ago, I was planning on making this video when my phone's touch decided, hey, I don't want to work anymore. It just quit its job. So, we checked that out on a Friday. Turns out it's a motherboard issue and it was unfixable. Then, after that, I finally got my phone on, it was Monday or Tuesday. Only to actually, they said to set it up, it was going to take 5 to 10 minutes. So anyways, 3.5 hours later, and 5 different representatives later, we realized we were supposed to get an upgrade to the phone I previously had, which was an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yes, of all phones the motherboard could go out on, it was that. And we got a replacement for that when we were supposed to get an upgrade. We got the upgrade, set up the upgrade, and here we are. And then there was also a bunch of other stuff I was busy with for the end of school and whatnot, and all this and that, and now we're here. Finally, weeks later, it is time for the Pao. My favorite car of the Nissan Pike cars. Car pack, not an update. For sucking any more updates. But honestly, still, like, see, I just love the look of it. Like, it's a Pike car. It's a Pike car. What more could you ask? It's painfully slow. But honestly, I feel like this might be the best looking. Either this or the S-Cargo is the... Actually, the S-Cargo or the E1. The Figaro's ugly. But, like, the others, I feel like they're the best looking. However, for the Pao, I'm excited to see what we can do to this thing. I have a feeling we're going to have the same engine swaps as the other Pike cars. I think we have an extra one, actually. Hang on. So you have a stock 990cc. I'm assuming that's a 3, maybe a 4-cylinder with 51 horsepower and 55 foot-pounds of torque. We can throw in a Civic engine. I always think that's an E30 M3 engine. Correct me if I'm wrong. A Hayabusa engine. Turbo Rally. Excuse me? And a rotary. How does that make any sense? Give me that. Also, we're gonna go all-wheel drive. Oh my god, this thing is gonna be wild. Now, question is, do we twin turbo? Or, no. I'm a supercharger girly. I love superchargers so much. That's why I love the Lotus Emira. Now for bumpers, can we remove the front bumper? No, we cannot. But I do like the look of that splitter for the wing. It's a nice looking wing. Okay, that's solid. That's solid. Now what do we want to go for with this? My dog Ella is going crazy because she just saw 2 foxes. I did not see the foxes. I guess let's go... Okay, a Gymkhana build I feel like would be perfect for this. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's tiny. It reminds me of the Mini Cooper. This thing screams Gymkhana, but we gotta throw it on some 1552s. Something like these. So now we can increase their size. I'm trying to line this up because I don't have a recording software that syncs my camera, or my face cam, but it's my phone camera and my TV. I'm hoping to get a face cam sometime soon. I'm also still looking to get a new monitor. Hopefully over the summer, early this summer, I'm going to force my parents, please get me that monitor. I desperately need it. In the summer, my room is going to be piping hot because this TV is an LCD screen and I can put my hand up to it. Yeah, that's actually hot, but not as hot today. I was working with a laser engraver and I set something on fire. Ventilation is important, people. Don't be me. Use the ventilation so you don't end up cooking a keychain. To be fair, like, I did. actually cook while making it. Holy crap, that thing gets slammed. But I'll have to show you of it sometime. Hopefully whenever I get my first car. I'm counting my first car as a car that I buy myself, that is legally in my name. Let's just do the weight reduction, and I don't know what this V8 is from. I think it's a Hemi. I believe it's a Hemi. 505 horsepower. I think that's a Hemi. I want to say that's based off a real-life build of a Hemi-swapped Pao. But I'm seeing this engine's already in Forza, so does still sound pretty good. We are in S2 on drift tires. Hang on, I want to throw this thing on racing slicks, and I want to see if this thing actually darts to X class. Because drift tires, they suck. Let's be honest. But we have a 1,261 horsepower, 1,931 pound little rocket, and its handling stats of 4.8, probably because of the drift tires. I'm just checking everything, making sure we are completely maxed out. And now if we head over to the slick race tires, puts us to 968. So we can't get this thing to X, but that's still pretty impressive. Plus, I feel like the V8 of this thing is going to be perfect for a Gymkhana build. So we are ST940, 120,000 credits. Excuse me. We're actually a little heavier, probably because we just, like, stuffed a V8 that's, like, 10 times the size of the... Actually, no, not 10 times. Probably, like, what? 5, 6... No, it would be, it'd be, yeah, 6 times. 6 times the original size. Just do some quick maths. There you go, I guess. Nothing really else to say. I am extremely hungry. All I had today was a school lunch, which was goldfish, some Go-Gurts, some fruit snacks. And hear me out. I like white Reese's. Please don't unsubscribe. I like white Reese's, okay? Especially the seasonal ones, okay? White Reese's go hard. Like, batter me for that all you want, but, like, I like white Reese's. Like, I mean, not white Reese's, just white chocolate in general. Actually, no. Only white Reese's, because I had another company of white chocolate before, and it almost made me throw up. But white Reese's cups, that I can vouch for. Also, you're going to have a terrible top speed, but I guess that's Gymkhana rally car for you. We do have secondary paint groups, but let's see what the stock one is. We can paint this thing orange. Oh, I just realized it kind of looks like the whole car is a wide body kit. The entire side is a wide body kit, not just the fender. I feel like that might have something to do with the paint groups. How, like, the primary color is going to be the sides, and the secondary group is going to be, like, everything else. So let's just take a look at that. Oh, we got 3 groups. We got 3 paint groups on this. Group 1 is the main body color. Oh, and it must be, like, the ribs all over the car. Okay, I'm building an idea. I'm not building an idea on color, though, because I have no idea what color I want to paint this. Maybe like a yellow or a pink. Okay, that looks good. I really like little cars like this, and like really nice pastel colors. So that's paint group 1. Paint group 2 is fenders and the ribs. So what's 3 gonna be then? But for the fenders, we're gonna go carbon fiber because it looks like plastic, but cooler. And then for number 3, what is number 3? Hello? I'm sorry. Interior customization. Interior customization. Interior customization. I feel like for the past year, the devs have been teasing Horizon Japan. Because we've gotten not 1, but 2 Japanese car packs. The event lab is full of Playground Games selected Japanese maps. They made an account in German on social media to throw people off. Then they made another one in Japanese, which, if you don't know, they made a Spanish account right before the announcement of Horizon 5, which is set in Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, and also in the past couple updates, they usually add a Japanese car. Like, we had the Subaru BRZ, the Toyota Yaris, the GR Yaris. In a lot of updates, they've added a Japanese car, okay? And now, in a Japanese car, they're teasing interior customization. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Horizon 6 is going to be the Horizon of all time. Maybe the racing game of all time. Like, look at this. Interior customization. We're probably going to have tons of body kits. I really hope we get Liberty Walk Silhouette. Imagine Liberty Walk Silhouette. Dude, I would die for an R34 Silhouette. Like, I have... Okay, I'm not going to show you because we are running out of time on this recording. I'm going to make the interior... I feel like just to show it, I should do like a really bold color. But no, I think I'm going to go with, just like with... Actually, I'm going to go with just with white. But they better add more wide body kits like they did in Horizon 5 whenever it released. Like with the Supra kit, the RX-7's kit, stuff like that. The wheels, we're going to go with those. I don't want to go in carbon fiber. I think white would look the best. And there we go. That's good enough for me. But I feel like if it's set in Japan, they gotta go crazy with the customization. They're probably gonna give us interior customization because we've been asking for it forever. I really hope that Horizon 5 strays away from the more official stuff, like the more like Maxon design. It goes way, way more into like crazy aftermarket stuff. As for now, let's see what this little POW is made of. Let's see what this little... Did I say that right? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, it's already quick. It's in sand and it's quick. Also, it has the convertible top. You can roll back the top. Alright, but we need to dip into the realms here. I'm gonna say if Cars and Coffee has a null, because we still have 2 cars left. I haven't unlocked the Storada yet because I've been saving the POW video, then the Storada. So we're gonna rip the Storada at the stunt park. We're gonna rip, I'll rip the POW off camera at Cars and Coffee, but on camera we'll do Dia de Muertos in skill mode in our little POW. I feel like POW is gonna be the perfect name for how hard we're gonna hit this map. Alright, I really hope it's like the entire surrounding area and all this. Alright, let's Gymkhana this. It has, okay, it did put a lot of power to the rear, but like it grips up on drift tires. It means it like gives her less angle, but at the same time it gives her more control. Like I feel a lot more in control. I can't slide it as hard, but I still feel like I'm in much more control. So I guess it's all in the way you want to drift this thing, really. Like, how you want to rip it. You could do, like, anything you want with it, really. I know I'm kind of staying away from the Dia de Muertos decorations, because I am following the, one of the race circuits. We have to keep ripping it, keep the chain up, keep up the chain. That's the main goal of skill mode, or just skill, points in general. Just keep up your chain. So just drifting back and forth. Oh, we got an achievement. Earn 50 drift skills. Huh. Well, not an achievement. That was a accolade. I should really go for the achievements again because they added a ton more. So I guess now let's go through a little bit of a risky bisky. Let's go into places where we can hit a lot of stuff. Really want to go nice and easy in here and through here. Let's rip it up here. But this thing sounds insane. Like, this engine in this car, like, that is a match made... Called it... I don't even care. Like, I'm just here. Okay, yeah. Dia de Muertos was a mistake. I'm not very good at drifting and stuff, like Gymkhana and talking. Not to mention, there's not really a lot of room to Gymkhana around. Because there's so many decorations, and a lot of them are indestructible. Like that tree which you couldn't see because there was a giant skull lodged inside of it. So I'll come back. I'll probably set some better scores eventually, but in the meantime, like, yeah. But it's the map, not the car. The car is absolutely amazing. Like, you have interior customizations and actually decent aero for once. Like, the aero matches the car. We don't have that big, fat, ugly wing you'll find on, like, any other hot hatches. Also, that's a nice front splitter as well. That splitter, looking at it now, that is, like, really nice. That's why you have interior customization. Definitely some very unique paint groups as well. A very unique engine swap. This car overall is extremely unique, but like that's what you love about it. Like there's so much this car does differently compared to other cars in the game. And I kind of feel like this car is gonna be what paves the way in Horizon 6, which I heard might be getting announced soon. I think June 8th. Something with Xbox or Playground Games or something is happening. That's really might unveil Horizon 6. But the question is, what's the cover car gonna be? Because if you really think about it, like, there's not that many Japanese cars right now that are, like, unique. Like, you would think maybe something like the Nissan Nismo, but that's already in Horizon 5. My bet is either a Lexus or maybe that new Honda Prelude. I would not be mad if it's the Prelude, but they usually go something more exotic. So it could be maybe a new Lexus. I don't know if they do. Maybe they unveil a new Supra. It'd be crazy if they unveiled a new GTR or a new Skyline of all things from Nissan. Yet again, Nissan's kind of going under. At the same time, they could also use that PR with getting their car on a video game cover. One set in Japan at that. And one as big as Horizon. So, it could potentially be a Nissan. What Nissan it may be, that's really up in the air, because I don't think Nissan has any plans to make another Skyline or another GTR. But if they did, like, Horizon would be the perfect game to unveil it. Because didn't they unveil the new GT2 RS with, Forza Motorsport 7? So if they unveil a new GTR with the release or the announcement of Horizon 6, then that definitely be great for some PR. Plus, if they nail it, because we've been waiting on the R36 for so long, if they nail it, like, that could save Nissan. They could, like, actually putting the tech from the GTR into other cars that they make, that might save Nissan. But unfortunately, we couldn't save our first skill chain, but we were able to save our second and score 341,000 skill points. And we get an achievement for that completely accidentally because we got a skill chain in a Nissan of all things. You kind of forget this thing's a Nissan. Like, you think it's a completely other car. Because Nissan back in the 90s, everything back in the 90s was a much, much different time. Honestly, I think it's a better time in terms of cars, too. Because, like, there are a lot more technological advancements and stuff. And plus, fun, quirky cars like this. This thing is an 89, but close enough. 1 year off from the 90s. And honestly, like, this thing, it is just wild. I think this is the only Pike car with a V8. I haven't looked at the Pagaro yet. But the, Huracan Storado, that is up next. I just realized I will have to do the stunt part to unlock the Storado. So, yeah, I will have to set a couple more skill scores in only 2 more realms, and then we can get the Storado, which behind the Dakar might be my favorite car, might be my second favorite car in the game. This is definitely way up there, because it's a great Gymkhana platform. I could definitely see this thing being, like, a really good race platform. Okay, we don't want to rally it yet, though. Even though this thing would probably be a solid rally car. Like, there's a lot of different builds you can do with these Pike cars because of how low the class is and how many engine swaps you have, even though they're all relatively similar, let's be honest. But the Pao is definitely the most unique, and I think they knew that this was going to be the favorite among most players. So that's why they definitely put a lot more work into it, and it shows. I love this thing so much.